Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I want to be where you are, baby. Let's go. This is the Crypto Lifer Show. Every single day, baby. We bring the energy, we bring the love, we bring the positivity, and we bring the charts. 68,200. Let's go.
You
Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. My name's Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. I've been at this trading thing for about 20 years. I'm 43 years old in about a week. Happy April Fool's Day. I already did the April Fool's joke. I guess I got to come up with something later. I'll do something later, but we'll figure it out. Shout out to everybody here. I'll have to improvise. You know what I mean? I've been busy trading, improvising on my own here on the charts. Bitcoin. I'm in a trade. You know I am. You know I'm trading, right? Yeah. No. No. Me? No. I ain't trading. There's no way. There's no way I would be trading. I'll tell you what I did this morning, and I just kind of want to talk about it. I longed the NASDAQ, which is rare for me. I didn't tell anybody. I kept it to myself. All right. You know, I think I did it last night without even realizing it. But I longed the NASDAQ. All right. I'm here on BTCC, and I'm looking for this NASDAQ to rip, man. I see that it broke above a key level, and I'll break it down on a bigger, with more information. But I longed the nasty NAS, and I longed BTC this morning because we were green. I mean, this candle was beautifully green. I can't believe it closed red because it was like such a nice candle. It looked like we were going to rip to the upside. Looked like they kind of snatched any of the late longs there. But I see this as a bull flag about to break to the upside. The bearish scenario, you could possibly see shoulder head. Maybe we make a right shoulder, but I still see a breakout. Maybe we double top here, make an M pattern. You know what I mean? But I'm looking for a pump. I'm looking for us to go to $72,000 BTC. I'm just looking for a pump, man. We've been suppressed for a long time. There's a lot of short liquidity up there. Look at it. It's closest, the biggest red. What is this? This is a heat map order book. The order book is what you see when you're trading the charts. How many people are buying and selling? This guy's buying 50 grand, right? It's all the different orders, right? When you put an order in, you're on the order book. It's just basically how much you're buying and what price you're buying. 50,000 at, 68.2, right? So that's the order book. This is scanning the order books on Binance Futures, Bybit, OKX, and BitGet. And it's showing me where the biggest position sizes are, where people can get liquidated. It actually shows me live liquidations. This has been amazing to have. This has been amazing to use. It's called BOOKMAP. Link in the description below if you would like to use it. You could actually add it to many other indicators too as well. It's got all sorts of stuff. It's got DOT, ETH, Link, Litecoin, Sol, XRP, Atom, ADA, AVAX, okay? You can also put it on the NASDAQ, on the S&P, and more. So if this is something that you're in, what this does is it kind of gives me a pretty good insight as to where the market could be. Now I'm saying, hey, wow, there's a lot of longs that can get liquidated at 66.5. Usually we go up to the closest red. So see how this is easier to cherry pick? So it tells me we're likely to go up to 69.8, 70,000. It's not 100% accurate. Nothing is. But it's just an add-on to what I do as a trader. So when we look at the market and I start my day, we look at BOOKMAP together here on the show. I keep hearing this sound and I don't know what it is. It's like bling, bling. Maybe it's, I think I know where it is now. Yeah. I think I know what it is. Let me see. We'll find out. We'll one at a time, right? And we'll just keep taking it, closing accounts until we see, where we're at. It's on some tab, making some sound, Anyway, let's do our top-down analysis for BTC. Let's break it down. There it is again. I just heard it again. So I don't know where it's coming from or why I'm getting it. Let me see here. I just got to keep finding websites and closing them. You know what I mean? Apologize for that. Anyway, let me move on and get that. It's like my OCD gets so caught up on nonsense. It's good too, because I also get caught up on the one thing I need to do, and then I get obsessed. I wanted to teach you a few things today. One thing is how to have ginger every morning. You know what I mean? A ginger extract in the morning really helps you get going, reset your gut. It's good for you, in my humble opinion. Too much anything is bad. I take some time off. It's not every single day, but, throughout the month, it might be about 22 days. And that ginger is like, whoa, wow. I mean, it ain't wasabi, but it's strong. All right, it's strong. Also, we have an announcement today. I would like you to go to Bitcoin Las Vegas, where I can finally meet you and hang out. All right, it's going to be awesome. There's going to be events. There's going to be awesome sources. Just so much going on. I go every single year because it's awesome. I pay for my hotel. No one pays for my hotel. I pay for my flight. Okay? And I go to Bitcoin Las Vegas and I have a good time. So I meet people. We have dinners. It's really a good time. I actually have to start making reservations now, or the places I want to eat at will be completely booked. So this is it. I love this place. I have a good time every time I go there. We have a good group of people that kind of know each other. We link up. It's always been a blast. I consider you to really consider it. I think you really like it. So go to Bitcoin Las Vegas. Hit the link in the description of all my videos. It's the first thing you can see. Use the LIFER code when you sign up so you're underneath the family and you get the discounts. I can't wait to see you there. Bitcoin Las Vegas. Don't play yourself. All right? I'm telling you right now, you will never forget it for the rest of your life. You might be down on, your life might not be perfect. You might be thinking about different things. I tell you right now, man, I never regretted going to a Bitcoin conference. You meet so many people from around the world. You will leave with phone numbers. You will leave. I believe, truly believe, in the couple days you're there, you will leave with someone you likely might know for the rest of your life. I know you don't believe me, but my family, my Bitcoin family is strong, man, and it's just a really nice place to see everybody from around the country and around the world. So check it out. I'm really adamant about it. I'm passionate about it. I'm not just like selling it because it's here. I'm spending time on my show because I love it. Yeah, that's it. I make a little bit of money. It's not that much compared, you know what I mean, compared to what other things I do. So it's not a huge deal. To me, I just really like to see you guys, and I'm telling you from personal experience, it's changed my life going to those events. So Bitcoin, I saw the 1 hour on the 200 moving average, which to me is a go, go, go. Like I got along that. You know what I mean? I wait for this all the time. It's a bull flag. Stochastics are getting low. I'm looking for this to bounce, you know, and this just a key area that I've gone at over and over again. So if I lose this trade, I lose this trade. Stop below these lows. I have to take it. I don't have a choice, you know. I was down about 270, maybe even $300 at one point underwater. It's now only $31 because this thing I believe is going to shoot up like you wouldn't believe. Now, again, I showed you could make a right shoulder. We've already discussed that, but if you're coming to the channel, shoulder, head, right shoulder. I'm always looking at what I don't want to see. I'm always looking at the other side of the coin, you know. Gold. We got a gold trade just doing damage now. It's up $394, and I only used $495. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is why people say, oh, but you got tons of money. But I teach you, look, this trade up here, if you can see at the top, right there. You see that trade at the top? Wow, then someone sent a gift. Thank you so much. 10 exclusive LIFER memberships. Marcus, man, this is crazy, bro. Every single day, man. But 386, look at that. $496. I mean, you can't beat that. You absolutely can't beat that. So, hey, it is what it is, baby. Gold, baby, gold up 77% on the trade. To me, that's like, wow. Anyway, let's take a look at what else is happening around the horn. And again, I could have went harder. It's not about going, you know, I go harder. It's about constantly making money. 500 a day here, there, 1,000 here. You know, if you're just constantly taking in gains, you're going to be doing okay. All right. Look, 225 here on the nasty Nas. And once you start to see things rip, you can grab a stop loss and just inch it right above price action. Look, now I can't lose any money. It can only stop me out. It's not like gambling where now I either lose $5,000 or I get $7,000. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm up on them, and the price could either keep pushing or they can stop me out with little to no money, or they will pay for the fee at break even, and I can always enter back in. To me, I believe not learning how not to lose money is the first way to trade. This is how you learn not to lose money. You get in, you let it pump, you move the stop loss to break even as soon as possible. You do this over and over again. Eventually, you know, your account stays pretty much the same up and down, but you don't lose money. That happens for me. That happened for a couple years. A year, 2 years of just like constantly kind of just like never making tons of money, but never losing money. You know what I mean? Like at the end, like 6 months straight and be like, damn, I have like $4,000 more than I had. And thousands of trades though. Like I'm talking more, you know what I mean? If you knew how many times I've pressed the buy button, it's absolutely crazy. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. I don't even, because I started trading the basically that, you know, just a regular stock market, the New York Stock Exchange. Then I went to the Toronto Stock Exchange and I opened up accounts up there. And I started trading the TSX. How I did that was through international brokers, you know, which I shouldn't even plug. I don't have an affiliate link with them right now, but I probably should. But international brokers is where you could trade anything, like China, any market in the world, right? So I had that account for years. And that's how I traded the Toronto stock market, Toronto Stock Exchange, the TSX, baby. Getting paid on the TSX. So, like, we want to see this consolidate or continue to bump. And we will have nothing but that, nothing, you know, that's it. All right, we got some news for you here, too. The Strait of Hormuz, right? Looking interesting. Funny, I had the, where is it? Right here, right? Yeah, here we go. You can see more ships have been passing through, right? So more vessels are moving through the Strait of Hormuz today, and what looks like the strongest traffic since the war began. So, you know, you can listen to the news all you want, but whatever this is the, and so that tells me, like, we should be getting a massive pump for Bitcoin. So, like, I'm just putting two and two together here. And I'm not waiting on anyone to tell me what to do. And I'm just front running everyone figuring out, like, yeah. And gold looks interesting. It's been pumping. NASDAQ looks interesting. And Bitcoin. You know, which would tell me the dollar might be a little weak too. And then you got the story that Iran wants to take money in the yuan and not the US dollar for passage and all this other stuff, kind of putting pressure down on the dollar too as well. So those two stories, uniquely correlated, are interesting to me. And, you know, and I have some other cool things to talk about too. OpenAI secures another $122 billion in record-breaking funding. So, you know, someone that wants to control the world is like, well, we might as well put all the money behind them and control them because they're going to control everything. Scary thing about AI is it's a rich man's game. You buy tokens, you use tokens. Once those tokens are up, you have to rebuy more tokens. If you're really working and trying things out and grinding, of course it's not going to work the first time. And so, like, you might spend, a rich man can spend $4,000 a day, $5,000 a day just playing around with AI. And then he'll tweak a system so much more powerful. And then you'll sit there with your little AI system and spend maybe, you know, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, which is still expensive. AI is expensive. No one talked about this. Now there's tons of companies too that are telling you, oh, use us. You know, we're just as good, but for $20 a month. Like, and there's cash grabs everywhere. And there's things that say they're doing something that they're not. And so now AI is becoming the clutter bug of, like, kind of how crypto used to come out. I'm not saying there isn't good AI. There's good stuff out there. But you got to watch the right people. You got to learn the right information. You got to be, I'm out there all the time. And this is a whole new world of learning, just like crypto. You know, how to make your cloud bot. Now there's companies that say, hey, you could just pay $20 a month and don't make a cloud bot. We got everything for you. Less, you know, it might be more secure too. And so you're balancing these ideas. Or do you want to do everything from scratch on your own? Do you want to grab that Mac Mini? Do you want to set up that bot? Do you want to keep it running? You know what I mean? What are you up to? What are you doing? That's just, you know, and that's just becoming part of my life is I'm always integrated into what's next. And I feel like if I'm not into it, I'm going to be left behind. Right? Nice. We're back to almost break even on the trading and flip green for me here. Bitcoin, baby. Doing what it does, man. Doing what it does. Yeah, so let's see. I'm looking for a pump right here for BTC. Just like right here. I'm just looking for a massive bump. Like, let's go. You know, oil moving. Things looking right. Money being positioned. Bitcoin bouncing. Let's get this kind of like shoulder, head, right shoulder. You came and retested the neckline. And let's get a move to the upside. If this is a rising wedge, you could break down back here to here. I'm sitting long. Right? I'm not hot on my trade and showing up when I'm down, when I'm up. You know, I didn't just only show you the trade when it was up. Like, oh, here's my up trade now. You know, I show you the trade whether it's up or down, man. Because I'm committed to my trading group and they already know I'm in a long. So I'm not going to show up to the live stream and play games. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to do what we got to do here. You know what's crazy is I said, God, help me become, you know, help me stay, you know, as honorable as I can in this game of so many sharks and snakes. And I think God said, well, you will go live every day, my son. And if you go live every day, like, you won't be able to hide from what you did the day before. And I was like, so you'll think about what you're doing every day because you know you got to be back tomorrow. I said, okay, God, that makes sense. He's like, well, by staying consistent, it'll also keep you clean, Sam, like, because you won't have a choice. He said, even if you take 3 or 4 days, there's always a gray area where you can hide behind time. He's like, but if you go live every day, You can't hide behind time, and you're going to get, whatever happens. Oh, well, this is what you said yesterday, Sam, and you're going to have to answer to it, right? Or whatever you said on the live stream So consistency, the key behind this for you, right? You and your trading is consistency always creates other avenues of positive reinforcement that you didn't know you were going to find. And it creatively finds them for you, and it helps you in ways you never thought possible. Okay? So you think it's consistency is just consistency, but it's like way more than consistency. It's like way bigger than that. There's like so much going on. It compounds a lot of the other things that you want to go for in life. And then you look back and you would have thought, oh, I wanted to be this, I wanted to be that. And you'll see that you are all those things just by being consistent. You see what I mean? So, and here we go. We flip green on the trade, the king of 3%. Let's go, baby. I like this thing. I see no reason why we can't make 2 racks today, get up to 72,000. And we can't go after, look at this big glob, man. So they're moving. Like they all moved their stuff. They were here. They all kind of got tight. So there's a massive liquidation. Look, that's red. Like when it gets that dark, that's the dark red. I call this big red. And when you don't want to mess with big red, bro, you're messing with big red, you're messing with the titans of trading. The big boys. They're going to get you. No, but seriously, that's like where I said it to my group yesterday, and I'll say it again. Like BOOKMAP isn't, people I think get confused. They see the buttons. They see you see cumulative volume delta 2 low at 330. That's the cumulative volume delta. All right. The volume on either side of the trade. Look at this 68,550. And you got that big old red. Let's see what happens here. Is this just a punch up to bring people in? What I also see happening here, that's why I'm looking at the 5-minute, is look, you got to get, maybe you can get a shoulder ahead and a possible little right shoulder here. Anyway, let's do our top 10 analysis. Let's be open-minded. And let's see what we're looking for. We're going to end up back here in the smaller time frames again on this beautiful chart. Shout out to everybody here watching the crypto show with me. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me that people would actually have a sense to look and watch at what I'm doing. So thank you so much. When I first started getting attention, ATB said, man, this guy's one of the best technical analysts we've ever seen. A bunch of people started saying nice things. I just can't believe it. I want to say thank you. I appreciate it. This show's about you and your trading. If I can extrapolate information for you from my life and it can make sense and help you become a better trader, then that's what this show is for. If I can also show you by showing up every day, no matter how hard it is, you think I want to show up every single day? You think it's easy to show up every single day for 2,000 days, 18,000? No. But once you get into a groove, you get into a discipline, you just kind of do the do. You don't think anymore. You just do without thinking. Because if you think, you might think your way out of it. If you just act, you'll act the way you got to act, right? You'll just get it done. Okay. Back to brass tacks. Stochastics, extremely oversold. We've been there before. And, but even if this is the case, it would say that, fine. We're down here. It says that, look, Bitcoin on the monthly has never been this low in the stochastics. You see what I mean? Last time it was the bear market. Right here at 16,000. And we're like, that says if it went this long, which it may not, but let's just say you're of the bear market. I don't know what people here are saying. Let me see, actually. Let me actually ask a poll here, because I didn't get into the chat for a second. But let me ask a poll. Let me throw a poll out here. And see what you people are saying. I believe the 4-year cycle has been tweaked. And the reason why I believe that is, we had a high where we went into a bear market, but we went so high before the halving this year. And because we went so high before the halving, it tells me that we were way inflated before the pump was going to come that we usually get. Then we got the pump. So it tells me when we dump, we're going to dump into a cushion area of liquidity. It makes sense to me. Anyway, I don't know if this makes sense to you, but so do you think the 4-year cycle is over. To me, I believe Bitcoin has become a massive risk-on asset that's too correlated to the rest of the world. And I'm not saying, you know what I mean? And I feel like I'm not saying the 4-year cycle is over. Like, it's not like, I believe we're going to have bull and bear markets, you know? And I believe we're in a bear market. You know, I said that ever since we went below the daily 200 moving average. That's just what it is. And we've been in a bear market ever since. But do I believe we're going to go like 2 years and wait till 2018? You know, I'm open-minded, honestly. I don't know. You know, I'm just being honest. I don't know. Like, and then it was like, well, why would you be in Bitcoin if you don't know? And I was like, well, hear me out. Do you think the 4-year cycle is over for BTC? Right? Yes or no? I just want to see what people are saying here. Answer the poll. Let me know. All right. But so, if we made these lows here, right? 16,000, you can see we're a quarter through the stochastics RSI. When you look at this and you say, fine, maybe we go the same length. It still says like we only have like what, 9 more months of a bear market. You know what I mean? Like I'm just optimistically looking at things right now. It's not too bad. It's really not. Anyway, let's break it down. Let's talk about BTC from the top down like we do every single day so we can just be kind of calm and collected. Bitcoin struggling back again at 68,250. All right. Exactly. Just don't vote if you don't know. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, yeah. So here's the deal. I never use think or believe when talking about Bitcoin. All right. Unless I'm talking about like the 10-year, 20-year cycle and like where I'm at mentally for Bitcoin. So like I believe that they're going to continue to print money. And 10 years from now, the dollar will be way less than it is today, just like it was then. And it's exponential because the more dollars in circulation and the more people we utilize the dollar for, we're still turning people onto the dollar around the world. People don't realize that too. Like the dollar creates, a lot more, it's expanding itself into more people's hands. So that means we need more of it. So the circulation expands. We need to print more. And over time, I believe the dollar will go down in value. That's it. You know what I mean? I have another thesis that what if robots do all the work and then it gets so cheap to do all the work? Like we get a robot that does, let's just say, really good at raking. It rakes really well. Like so good that like you just don't, and everyone just buys it and uses it. And then the raking business kind of slows down and then it gets just really cheap to rake because you can just put a robot out there and press a button. No one complains. No one, you don't need labor. No one has different, there's no competitive pricing. It's just robot. Maybe there's a more advanced one that's quicker, whatever. You know what I mean? So all these tasks are going to disappear, right? And then what? I'm just saying, people are going to have a lot more time to do whatever they want. They're not going to have to do like the regular stuff that they're going to laugh at us. They're going to look at people just like me and you have a dishwasher and all these like fancy things. And people used to go down to like the local river and, play, like the things we laughed about in the 1700s, 1800s, like they're going to look at us the same way just in like 60 years. They're going to be like, wow, those people were so outdated because AI is just going to maximize everything. That could help inflation. That's my other, I'm just bringing that could help inflation because it can almost make deflation in a way. If you think about it, it's interesting. So you never know. But right now, where we're at, I believe in the next 10 years, they're going to continue to print the dollar and Bitcoin will go up in value. Okay, so that's what I believe. That's what I think. That's where I take myself away from the charts. Like none of this really matters. That's what I believe. Now, right now, today, is Bitcoin going up or down? I don't know. I tell myself I don't know because if I start telling myself I know what's going to happen to Bitcoin, I get into this thing where I'm right or wrong, wherever it does. And if you're just jumping on in, I'm watching the 1 hour right now inside this flag, and I'm long. And I'm looking to see an inverted head and shoulder there on the 5. I'm looking for the 1 hour to stay above the 200 moving average here. I'm looking for this candle to close bullish engulfing next to this red candle, and I'm looking for us to continue to the upside. I'm looking for us to bounce. I'm in a long. Stop loss is below this previous low here at 67,579. So if you're jumping on in, I just want to let you know I am in a live trade here on Weeks. If you want to trade on Weeks, I'm here every single day. I got a link to it too as well. Here on the pinned comment, if you want to jump on into Weeks, we got it. It's simple, easy, No VPN, no hassle, no filling out a bunch of nonsense. You're all set to go. You sign up with an email, you're ready to trade. Yeah. You will love the experience, the hassle-free. It'll be great. Check it out. You can also use MEXC2, lowest fees in the game, or BTCC. BTCC is also, very simple, very easy. No, you don't need no VPN or nothing. You can just sign in and use it with an email. It's great. No red flags. Oh, there you go. And one of the oldest exchanges in the game ever really just got a security award too. BTCC did, from Pan Finance Award winner, most secure digital asset exchange. Honored to be named, so knock on wood, it's funny. But, there you go. All right, so I'm breaking, and then every day on my channel, I do what's called the top-down analysis. We look at the biggest time frame, and then we go backwards to the smallest one. And that's how I figure out what's happening in trading every day. So the first thing we needed was a monthly candle close to turn green. It got very hairy towards the end of the month. We had flipped red towards the last time, almost towards the end of the day. And then we were able to flip green, turn it into our first green month. That is a tweezer bottom. I will take it any way I can get it. As strange as it is, that's it. There. And I tell you what, I opened up a long when we were like, this candle was like, even just like that when we were ripping green. But before, when we got about here, I opened up a long and I put a stop below there, and it's still open. And I'm just it's sitting there. You know what I mean? And I'll show. It's like, I think it's down $500 right now. It's been open 3 weeks, and the stop loss is somewhere down here near this wick or below this wick. And so, yeah, and I'm going to see if I can take it back to 119K. That's, you know what I mean? If I get stopped out, it's fine. It's like 2,000 for 20,000. It's the 10 to 1, So we'll see what happens. But that's a trade that I'm excited to kind of watch it grow, and then maybe I'll add to it. And again, that's a more just experimental trade on another platform just to see what happens. We go to the 2-week chart. And the 2-week chart, which is a lovely chart of mine that I love to use, is sitting on a point of control. It's sitting at a very strong resonant point for price action. You can see we've had a lot of action there. Hasn't closed a 2-week candle below 65.5. Here we kind of had this uptrend, but this has been kind of more solid. I'm still of the mind like we could be making some type of bear flag. It's not over yet, folks. I just want to make that clear. You never know. Could end up being one of these, it's kind of like a broadening falling wedge, and then we still break down. So I'm always keeping the bearish tones in the back of my head. I'm never like, oh, we're free, and unless we get above this, that's when if these candles close, you get above this area and retest it. Now we're talking. So you could see this as an inverted head and shoulder. My thing is this: even if Bitcoin's super bullish, I see it consolidating into an ascending triangle, right? Which looks like it'll take some time. Then we could break out, and that says, hey, you're getting to 315,000. I mean, that ain't too bad. By February of 2027, am I in long? I feel like, no, I was about to say, that's the most bullish chart I've seen in a long time. March of 2027, a year from now, Bitcoin somewhere at 300 grand. If you get a bounce, that's possible. If you stay sideways, it's not happening. It's going to be something like this and much lower. Still could be 163,000 by July of 2027, Even if we dump down to 45,000 and we have to we'll come to the 2-week 200 moving average. I feel like that would be the absolute bottom. This gap right here, you'd meet the 200 2-week. You'd hit you'd hit the shoulders of the there's just so much action there. I think a lot of people would just feel like they got too much. Too many people would feel it's a discount. We'd likely scoop and never hit this level. We'd probably just bounce right there and never go lower. You see what I'm saying? And we will show the fractal today. We'll get it going again. It gave me the heebie-jeebies. So stay tuned. I want to show you a fractal that I showed a couple days ago. Probably somewhere around 11 o'clock when I'm going to get to that. So 2-week chart inside of this beautiful flag. Still, unless you can get back above where this candle in and you look at it and you hover on it and you go up to O, H, L, and C and you just want to see what was the close. It was 72.8 in the 800s, man. So you get above 72.8. You basically clear 73K and there's a chance we're going all the way back to the moon. You stay below 73,000 and that ends up becoming the resistance that we never get back above, right? So Shout out to everybody here. Maybe get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here and just watching the stream, getting the education of the technical analysis. This is about you and your trading every single day. If I can help you in your trading, that is the key. If I could do something to give you more, an edge, show you maybe something you've been doing wrong, a moving average that can help you, that's my goal. The 1 week chart, which I haven't really seen anyone talk about, but I have to mention, is that's technically a double bottom. You can see it, right? Measured move takes you through the gap right to this key level there. That's 84,500. Got a gap in the VRVP. You're at the value area lows, right? Let's take a look at the fixed value, fixed volume profile. There's your POC. Your value area low here too would be 59K. So you could come down. That would be a key level. You'd hit the 200 moving average too. So I just want to reiterate that, we're not out the water just yet, folks. We're all right, though. We're only down 23 bucks. I've been in the trade 40 minutes with you. We'll see where it goes. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm feeling good. Are you feeling good? I'm having a good time. Thank you so much for everyone being here and making this show what it is. I really appreciate it. I think one of the best crypto shows in the game, longest running consecutive crypto show I think ever produced in the history of crypto shows. I think we can say that without being, stepping on anyone's toes. Longest running, right? Without a day off. We've, my staff, me, my whole team, my wife, everybody supports the motion here and helps this get going every day. Shout out to everyone here that makes it happen in the studio. Family and friends that support me, people that are always there sending me love, packages that come in the mail. It's just, thank you. Diminishing cycle returns and all coins are dead. Strategy will go bankrupt. Yeah, you never know. You could be right, 777s. I'm open-minded. That's why I have some cash flow real estate. If anything goes bad, at least I got something else. So look, we made a tweezer bottom here. We made a tweezer bottom here. Tweezer bottom there. Broke that, but we, on the overall bigger picture, tweezer bottom here. Right, so 1, 2, 3 higher lows, and we're just looking for the 3-day to clean up now. Let's get a nice big green candle on the 3-day. Let's show people that this is a falling wedge that is breaking out. Let's stop playing some games and let's make it real. All right, so right now we get this falling wedge, however you want to look at it, to me, and you got to break out. You got to get the breakout. Make this inverted head and shoulder here on the daily. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? That way you can get the pump, go back and get all the longs, snatch them up. We'll pull the Fibonacci. We'll get the 618 fib. Get into this area off the POC. Probably will be a bounce off a 5-minute 200 moving average. Usually coincides. And bang, So I'm forward thinking in this game of chess. And what I'm doing is, this is a game of chess. I always say this to people. Why do you look at so many different things? I said, well, if you knew what the market was going to do, I'd be listening to you, right? Right? I'm just, right? If you knew what the market was going to do, then I'd be listening to you, right? And if anyone else in the world knew what the market was going to do, so a lot of people listen to me. I think I have a lot of years of backing behind what it could do. And I open up a window to some possibilities that a lot of people just can't see because my mind's been doing this for a long time. So I always tell everyone my show is like being, if you went to the jungle and you say, I want to go live, I want to live in the jungle for 3 weeks or 2 a month. Or this is not the jungle, you might die, but let's just say a forest, an area where you can camp. And let's just say before you go, you can spend a 2-hour Zoom with someone that's been living there. Might be a good idea, right? They might tell you what to bring, what you need. You might find, I think I would pay $100 for it, right? So my show is kind of like that. Like, I've been living in the jungle for a long time, which is the jungle of trading, the forest of trading, and you want to join the forest. You want to get into the forest. And so you want to see, what's happening. And so come on over to my show and get some insight, which might help you before you begin your, And look, this could still be a complex head and shoulder here. Like, I haven't trusted any of these Bitcoin moves recently. I need confirmation. I keep telling you we need to close above key levels. Like this candle today, we just need, in the next 10 minutes and 17 seconds, we need to close above. We need this to, do its thing. Oh, I think I put something on the like button. So when people hit the like button, I get a sound. Yeah. Someone hit the like button right now. And let's see if we get the sound on the likes. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I believe that's what it is. Everybody hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. $100 to somebody. We'll give $100 away. We get to 500 likes today. We're at 272. So if you want somebody to win, if you like to win, if you think winning is cool and helping other people win is awesome, then hit the like button. You just might be the one person that gets the like, you know? Yeah. Okay. Someone said, Chris, get in the Discord. You won't regret it. Jump on in. And if you have problems getting in or you're not sure, go to CryptoLifer.com. We make it very simple. You're like, what? Yeah, CryptoLifer.com/subscriptions. Jump on in today and be like, all right, I love to teach. I love to be in the Discord every day. I love to help. I love to spread what I'm doing. And we like to, we charge $99 a month because it's a good barrier for entry. I charge less, $25. I've charged $50. I had a different, when I charged a lot less, anyone could join. And there was people just posting memes. And I'll be honest, it was full of thousands of people. I almost made the same amount of money because more people joined. You get what I mean? I think I even made more money, to be honest. If it was cheaper, I think I'd make more money. But it's not me about making more money. I'm blessed with what God has given me. What I love about it is it's a good barrier for entry. I found that price point makes it so we have more professionals, more people that are dedicated, more people that care. And you have to, and honestly, for the price of things these days, man, like a collared shirt now is like $50. It's like insane. You go out to eat, it's $120 at a low grade place. It's crazy. Wow, look, the market's coming back. I was talking about altcoins and they were looking different. Look at Blur. A penny up to 2.4. Right? And Blur is like that bigger, it's like an NFT. Isn't Blur like it's a marketplace? NFT marketplace? I'd have to correct myself. But I remember when Blur came out, we were into it. Lava Network. Ontology. This is an old coin. I used to trade all the time. I can't believe it's at 11 cents. But it went from 6 cents on March 29th. And look, it's at 11 cents right now. Brickin, another coin I was looking at just the other day. It's up. I actually, we were looking at it. SEI, back to 5 cents. Interesting. Ontology gas, because Ontology is going up. And that means Ethereum. So when Ethereum goes up, when Bitcoin goes up, Ethereum goes up. When Ethereum goes up, Ontology goes up. When Ontology goes up, Ontology gas goes up. So you could go Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ontology gas. See, and this is like what I used to do, man. I just was like, oh my God, did you hear yourself? I said, this is what the show used to be about. We used to get super chats about all coins. Like it became a completely strict leverage trading show. And no altcoins at all, really, because I wasn't into the risk. But man, altcoins are looking interesting. And I said that last night. I said, something's brewing here with these altcoins. Ontology gas looks like it's going to rip with a 5-minute chart. It's doing what I like. It's on the 21 consolidating above the 200. Send in your super chats for TA and deep dives, baby. Are we back? Is alt season back? Bitcoin, 64,600 monster candle to the upside. The trade has flipped green. We're coming for you, Big Red. We're coming for you, Big Red. Look at the violence when you see the ball moving hard. When it's like bubbling up like this, it's like telling you there's a move coming, man. It gets like racy. It starts to like vibrate. Like, the only thing is we might dip into this level and that might be a sell and then we might come crashing down. I've seen that many times where that's telling you, that red is actually telling you where to short. But wow, we're up in this trade more than we've ever been now, pumping to the upside here for Bitcoin. I like it a lot. 376, 240. Gold doing damage. Bitcoin pumping with gold. That's what I want to see. I expect a big day today. Live on the NASDAQ, up 280 with the pump. Stop loss into break even on the nasty Nas, baby. Can't stop ourselves. Let's go. Trading Bitcoin, NASDAQ, and gold, man. All at once, man, on the same day. NASDAQ on BTCC. MEXC, gold, baby. And Bitcoin a little bit. And then we got Bitcoin here on weeks. Heavy risk day. We'll see if we can balance it off. Stock market is coming back, so the alts are coming, man. Exactly. Will you stream this Trump speech at 9 p.m.? Maybe. There's a chance. I don't know yet. Last night was late for me. Last night the stream went longer than I thought. I thought I was going to do a half an hour monthly update. It was like a 2-hour marathon. And we were battling the charts back and forth. I cannot believe that their flag didn't dump on the 1 minute. Still, when I look at it, I'm like, hey. But hey, you know what? I'm over it all. It was a great time. I went long last night, woke up this morning. It's funny, I went long last night, and I woke up in gains this morning. 583, moved my stop loss into profit and took about 500 bones off the table. So, bang. Then I took this trade and went 500 for 2,000 because I figured, hey, I'll get stopped out at break even on the day or I'll go for gusto. So that's what I'm doing right now. You see what I mean? So I won't even lose money today if this trade loses. And then if the gold trade balances off, we'll see. Funny, it seems like, altcoins are interesting right now. I'm seeing a lot of interesting stuff here in altcoins. I might be nice to you today and give you a couple that I'm looking at. Yeah. You might just get a gift here. Keep hitting that like button, everybody. Let's take a look. I bet we already hit 500. You people are quick at this. 450, yeah. If we get to 500 likes, I'm giving away $100 to a lucky subscriber. Let me know. YouTube, Google, we love you. We appreciate this. We appreciate the algorithm. We appreciate this space here on YouTube. I know it's a privilege to be on YouTube. That's why we don't use profanity here. We want to be ad-friendly for everybody. Do what we got to do. And even for me, and it's not even about being ad-friendly. For me, it's about being family-orientated. But it works in two ways, right? It makes it ad-friendly. So we just want to say thank you to everybody today that's at the show and be grateful for what we've been given in this world and what God has blessed me with. And I want to say that nothing is accomplished without God. God is number one, right? Amen. Can't stop winning, legendary, my man. I lost a bit on that bear flag. Dang, man, don't go hard. Why do people go so hard? They see me going small ball, and then they go 10 times harder than me. You know what it is? Sam, is there a Bill Marks posted to the group? I think God gave me a birthday idea you really find cool and useful. You know what? I might just go make one. Can you send things to post offices and then I can pick them up there? Is there a way to do that? I'm going to figure it out. But email us at cryptolifers@gmail.com. Shout out to Zab Life in the house. God bless you, man, and your family. May you continue to shine. Sam, your small is huge for many. Hey, you're funny, man. I'm just here for all day dating site ads. You're funny. Yeah, get a P.O. box. Yeah. I'll never take you for granted. Thank you. God bless you. I won 400% PNL on ontology. Really? That's so awesome. Yeah. Got this box for you, man. Still chilling here. Oh, yeah. I wanted that thing. That thing's sick, bro. Silver ripping, too. Man, silver ripping, gold ripping. Damage being done here. Bitcoin holding. Yeah, look, up 420 on 496. Could have put 100 grand in there. I'd be up 80,000. When am I going to go super hard? One day. So here we are, folks. We're looking for the daily candle to break back to the upside for Bitcoin. Thank you for hitting that like button. I found out that's what it was. I did turn a thing on for the likes. A like alert. So keep hitting the like button, folks. 492 likes here on the channel. So we need the daily to close green. Even just now would be fine. I'd like it bigger. I'd like it to get above this candle just to add, but we'll take it. Just don't flip red, man. A nice daily green close. That's 3 green. That would be 3 white soldiers. 1, 2, 3. And that's a known reversal pattern. Last time we got it here, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. This would be a really nice pump right back to the top of the range. It could make the inverted head and shoulder. Don't freak out if we do get rejected here at about 71,000, dude, because it could just be doing this. And that, if you pull the fib, that's going to be a 618, 786 area retracement. There could be a CVD divergence right there, and then boom, you're in for the long. A regular divergence too, whatever you want. Support and resistance too. SR flip, there's a point of control here. A bunch of ways to trade it. I can show you how to trade it fib-wise, support and resistance-wise, candle bodies-wise, using the VRVP on the right side of the screen. What is this? I know some people are beginners here. They don't know what it is. You go here and you hit indicator. You type in VRVP and snatch that. Once you just click on that, it'll get added to your chart. If you have premium, I think you do need premium. And then you want to hit settings, and that's going to be VOR. You want to add a 0 to that. And once you add the 0 to 24, yours is going to be 24. So again, go to inputs, add a 0, hit OK, and then yours is going to look like mine. Yours might be pink and blue or something, but it's the same. All right, 12 hour and 22, both time frames that we like. We got to see this continuation. Very important. The 1 hour continues today. 8 hour looks interesting. 6 hour, everything looks good. Like 4 hour, like nothing looks too bad here. 2 hour looks strong, and then here we are on the 1 hour time. So we got the close on the 1 hour. We got a very bullish close as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, that candle would be confirmation of a pump. I mean, it's a bullish engulfing candle. At the same time, almost every pump has been followed by a dump lately, so we'll see. But you need a little bit of a dump first so you can create a downward wick, and then you want to rip to the upside. So you want a little bit of a move down, then you want to wick back up. You don't want to just start giving this right back, though. So we got the close, but... And again, the sad thing that could be happening here is shoulder, head, and like it just starts making a right shoulder right here. And we dump back to the bottom of the pattern. This is, you know... Yeah. You look at the 1 minute, okay. Let's see this. This is kind of a big deal now. Why the 1 minute? The 1 minute reacts pretty fast. And it's going to tell you what you want to know. You know, sometimes you don't want to watch the 1 minute because you might find out the day's bearish before you want to. You'd be surprised how strong the 1 minute can be. But so like, you really want to see this 1 minute break out here. And it's technically as the model. We're on the 21 above the 200. This should technically pump to the upside. You know, from my years of doing this, this should pump. Get a move up to about 68, 262. And I like to put the stop, if I can find a candle wick below the 200 moving average. So I like to be below the 200 and this wick right there. This wick there, the support of resistance, double time. And I can sneak right there. Let me zoom in for you. But right there, right below the wick, see? And so that's what I'm looking for. And I want to see Bitcoin consolidate, either just start to rip, shoulder, head, right shoulder, get tight and rip up. All right. But this is, we don't want to see this start. When it starts to do this stuff, kind of Adam and Eving, and then starts to break down here, then we know that the rest of the day is going to be tough. This thing starts to get tight and break out, and we're getting, you know, we know that we're going to get follow through on the move. The 1 minute is going to tell us what's likely going to happen here now. And so we got to get back above this resistance at 68,008. 68,742. You can see right there. Right there on the 1 minute too. 68,800. We break through there. Then there's another level, 68,900. Some resistance here on the local time frame. Exactly. Yeah, you can make it somewhat bigger like that too. Totally. I mean, it might make a right shoulder here and stay alive. See, this looks shoulder. They might kind of come down here, but as long as we don't lose the 5 minute 200 moving average. So today I'm all about the 5 minute. When we lose the 5 minute 200 like we did earlier, I mean, we're going to dump. We stay above the 5 minute like here. Choice move right there. So I use the moving averages, the 200, all these different moving averages. They tell me a lot of what's likely going to happen. And you can see how I'm using the 1 hour falling wedge that broke out, but I'm looking at the smaller time frames too. And I'm building chess in my mind. I'm seeing all the different possibilities. I have stop losses for if it doesn't go my way, and I've risked what I can handle to lose. Those are just like I follow the rules, man. If I go to bed tonight, as a trader, I did what I had to do. Am I going to win every trade? No. Are some weeks harder than others? Yes. Are some months harder than others? Of course. But do I ever give up? No. Do I stop? I occasionally, trade less. And even when I'm winning a lot, I trade less. Because it's good to just kind of let your mind go to bed. Like after a big, like if today I made 10 grand today, unless I saw something that I had to trade, I'd likely go to sleep that night with maybe no trades open, so I can really, because to me, that's what the winning that trade, the reward of winning that trade is going to bed not having to trade. Because like I feel like I've checked off the list for that day, for the week. I've hit the P&L, right? So that's how I look at it. I want to make leverage trading just an added bonus to my life. I don't want to make it stressful. When it starts getting stressful because I'm losing tons of money and I'm trying to make, if I'm trying to make $500,000, a month or that, I'm probably going to be going for the moon. My trade's going to be huge. My losses are going to be huge. And maybe I'll be there at one point when I'm worth like, 50 mil. I could throw around 100 grand more. I could lose maybe 100 grand in a day and I won't care about it. But right now, like the 100 grand, I'm not saying it's, I've gotten to but it's I'm not going to lose. I don't want to lose it in a day, man, for sure. So this trade's starting to look really nice. It's starting to monster up. You got the wick on the candle we were supposed to get. We got the continuation back up, and now you want to see follow through. And it's interesting how, like, I looked at candles for a long time, but only when I had to go to Singapore recently did I start trading candles as much. Because it hit me one day. I said, why am I looking at everything else? I said, every time we get a pump, a green is next to a red. I said, we can't get a pump unless a green closes next to a red. You start realizing that, like, things can't happen. See, before you look at the charts and you see all these indicators and you're like, oh my God, and you just see this, it's just like, and you're trying to navigate through it. It's like you're kind of in like a maze. And then one day you go, oh, we can't pump unless we cross the 200 moving average? So I could just wait until we cross it and then look for like, bullish indications? We can't pump unless a candle closes next to a green, closes next to a red. Like, like you come to these like simple realizations and you realize that it wasn't that complicated at all. It was you. It's very similar to the Matrix and the spoon. Like it's your mind that bends, not the spoon, right? Like the charts were never difficult. You were difficult. Now there's times when the charts are going to show you mixed signals, but you don't have to trade it difficultly. You can just say, hey, I'm not going to go that hard then. Like when I'm going back and forth with you guys and I'm like, I don't open up a $100,000 trade. Be like, I got to be right or wrong. 5 grand to the till. No. If I feel like justified to still get into the trade, I make sure it's not that big of a deal. Now they're going to play with this candle here for a while. Well, and this is an important candle close too today for Bitcoin. And let's take a look at the prices across the board here. Algorand up 18%. Stablecoin, Venice token, that VVV, right, by Eric Vornez, right? I think that thing could have a big resurgence. That would be the one, the things that came out that actually had someone building. BitTensor, I never sold it. Still told you I like this coin. Up 8% back to 328. We gave you the call a long time, a few months back. SEI up 11% at 5 cents. Render back to 180. So, a little bit of movement here. I still like Virtual. It's a real coin with a real assets. I still like Chainlink. I hold a boatload of it. I still hold Solana. I still have my Ethereum's liquid staking, somewhere in a far distant land. I still got my Aerodrome back at 30 cents, though. Crazy. I still got my Solana, 1,000 Sol. I consolidated my portfolio, kept what mattered. Look at this, was $20. It's boring, though. It doubles, it'll sit. But, hey, it has a real life utilization. People use it. Cake at 140. I like Aster. I believe, maybe I'm crazy, but I believe Aster is going to be big at one point. And maybe there's more coming. But, Zcash has been having a little bit of a move, too. So it's been an interesting couple of days for the altcoins. I'm not quite ready. Look at this. This looks like it could make some serious move here. 16% gains today. That would be amazing. So Bitcoin either makes a right shoulder and takes us out, or maybe we're going to make something like, we're making like the bigger picture, tighter channel here. Still could be a symmetrical triangle that could go either way. I like that we're back above the 200 moving average. This was a really key idea, And we're at the we're at the tables of time, the hands of time here. Whatever Bitcoin really closes on this 1 hour time frame is going to tell us a lot. So the 12 o'clock close is going to bring us our tidings today. NASDAQ does not want to stop ripping. I'm already in position. Nice little pump there for the NASDAQ, $300 ripper, right? Thank you for hitting that like button. For every American company will be, whoa. Where's the juice, Sammy? I think she'd eat some. I don't know. Goliath is live, but nothing. I lost all my trading funds, but since I have a job now, I just demo trade until I lose so many on a row. Thanks, Sam. Till I don't lose so many in a row. Exactly, man. God bless you, man. Yeah, because why lose your money that you're making hard at work, bro? That's depressing. I've gone to work, got my paycheck on Friday, traded it on the weekend to nothing, and gone back to work on Monday morning, and I've had to eat no food and do nothing because I had no money. I've done that a few times. Lost all the money that I just got paid with. Let's just say I have $1,200 in my bank account for bills, and I made $1,400, right? I trade the $1,400 completely that I had in my bank account, or $1,200, right? And then when the money came in, I needed to pay it for the bills. So I already had the money for the bills. I didn't, you do see what I'm saying? And by the time I got that check cleared on Monday morning or Tuesday, I couldn't even touch the money. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a place to stay, or I wouldn't have hot water. So thank you, Sam, for coaching me to take my first step. I appreciate all the time and your knowledge. God bless you, man. Diamond Head Sammy, come back and snipe some gems. Hey, man, I'm the OG altcoin guy. I haven't been able to show any of that. This channel has been almost strictly Bitcoin trading, which it's actually been great for me too. It's been disciplined. I've learned a lot. I've had a great time. And so, yeah. Moon boys are back, I see. No moon boy. I'm not a perma bull. I'm not a perma bear. I'm just a trader looking to take equity out of this market on any given Sunday. You know what I mean? Hey. Nasty Nas looks good on the bigger time frames on the daily. Daily looks monstrous, like we're going to get a really good move. Might come up here, then make the right shoulder, you see? Looks like we'll at least come to the head at 24,455. So NASDAQ trade doing well. Bitcoin, Gold doing well. Bitcoin's like my outlier, right? It's the risky one today. It's the one that could bring me back to base. And I'm already up $500 in a Bitcoin trade from last night. So today's going well. You know what I'm saying? Today's going well, knock on wood. I take this trade, I'm up $800 on the day. I just moved it to 120. This looks unsustainable, like a short squeeze is going on or something here. It is inching its way, but, I do see a bigger move in the bigger picture. I was just going for a scalp, though. Nothing crazy. Yeah, you're getting, to me, just way too far from the 21, I'm going to start moving myself into position. And if it continues to rip, so be it. But when you're that far from the 21, I have it's the 20 right now, but it's the same scenario, right? And it's back there, that always tells me it's a short squeeze, and that it's usually an unsustainable move, and I should probably start to think about taking money out of off the table. But maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. You know, maybe we get a little more squeeze. I'm being responsible. A responsible trader. In 4 seconds, this will close. If it closes like that, I mean, that's a pretty big wick. Nice move up, but that's probably all you're going to get, right? And so I got snatched out, you see, and I took my money there. So pay the trader. There's nothing wrong with taking money, right? I'm all over the place. I have many assets open today, so this trade's like struggling right now. I need that to become a wick, or Bitcoin's kind of could right shoulder on me right now and you know, end the fun. It looks so good. I loved it. 21,200. Everything was kind of going my way, but Bitcoin, looking sketchy now. Look at Ontology, man, with the blast to the upside. Huge pump. That's crazy. Altcoins, man. Remember the altcoin? We used to see altcoins just absolutely doing damage on the show. Just realize how much the show has changed, right? Super chats flying out of nowhere. People asking 1,000 things. Can I get this coin, that coin? The chat just bugging out completely. You know what I'm saying? We got 500 likes, everybody. It's just awesome. At 11:30, we're going to do a $100 giveaway. So make sure you're here at 11:30. Jump on in. $100 is going to be given away to a lucky subscriber and watcher of the show. So now Bitcoin, to me, is in possibly symmetrical. Is in a symmetrical triangle. And it could go either way. And these mainly do break to the downside, sad to say. So that's something that I'm possibly seeing here for Bitcoin. Yeah, Super Chat's about the same one. All gone. We covered in 10 minutes. Yeah, that's why I found you. Alts were crazy. Oh, yeah. Was something else. Nothing will ever be like it. Yeah, 2021 was nuts. It's true. 2024 wasn't bad. We pumped hard into St. Patrick's Day. All right. And shout out to everybody here on April Fool's Day. I don't know if you saw my post, but I got them. Saying I was going to take some time off from live stream. Yeah, right. Let's get real. But shout out to everyone that follows me on X. Appreciate that. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Every time. For almost 1 minute, I was buying. Hey, I got you. Dude, not cool. I got you. I got you. Almost had me. I was like, he's worked so hard. He deserves a break. Good one, Sammy. Damn, we honestly love your commitment, man. You're the best of the business. Learn more TA from you in the past years than anyone, period. And you being a Jim Rohn fan is a bonus. Had the pleasure of knowing him. Todd, man, I love that. This guy knew Jim Rohn. Like, I met people that knew Jim Rohn. Like, that blew my mind. I want to hang out with guys like that. Shout out to Todd, man. You got me there, Sam, but, man, you're the definition of consistency. The show goes on, baby. I love it. Psych. Hey, bro, you're doing it again. It's 11:12. You haven't done anything on Dream Inside Talk. Look at this guy. This guy's so horrible, man. So horrible. I wish I didn't see him. Bro, cook me. I'm glad you're joking, right? Yeah. Dang. I can't wait till I'm going to like every one of those. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. On July 4th. Shout out to this guy, too. We'll say, hey, we love you, man. Shout out to Crash, man. We love you, bro. You'll make it, man. Look. You'll get more than 36 followers one day. I know you will. Don't worry. If this is your best way, hey, this is your best way. I'm just giving you the freest commercial of your life. I guess you figured out a way to back engineer the channel. Shout out to Blessings on Blessings. Shout out to everybody here, man. And don't let negative energy make you negative. Always be positive against negative. You know what I mean? Because that's like unexpected, and it actually like makes people realize, wow. So get in the bounce, baby. Show us how to make it happen, Bitcoin. Show us. Yeah, it's a inverted head and shoulder on the 5-minute time frame. Pay us the bills, baby. Pay us the bills. Yeah, remember the bigger flag here on the 5-minute. That's looking pretty good. You're above the 200. Everything's looking good to me. Should end this day up a boatload, be able to light the fires and smoke a cigar tonight and relax, baby. That should be the plan. Crash will be your biggest fan one day soon. 100%. My biggest haters end up loving me, man. I'm telling you, bro. The consistency wins them over. I've seen people be like, man, I hated you for 2 years. And they're like, but you just never stop. So I can't, you know. I don't expect you to love me. I expect you to love the creation of consistency. Just keep grinding. Just keep grinding. Just keep pushing yourself. Just keep going every day. Just keep believing. All right? You know, what I realize is I watched a few other TA shows recently. And what they do is they don't talk a lot. They talk, but not that much. They don't talk as much as me. They talk like, so they say, hey, we're doing this, we're here. And then they're just going to sit there and and you'll hear music and you'll just kind of, and they'll just click around, right? I'm going to give you life ideas. I'm going to talk about falling through a glass door and almost dying. You know what I mean? I'm just going to while we're here and we've decided we're long and I've showed you my system and you know what I'm doing. And if you don't, and it's your first day, you're intrigued at least to come back tomorrow and keep learning, right? And if you see us win this trade today as the stream comes to an end and you see us pumping and you see what's happening, and you see how I took the NASDAQ there when it got a little red, but you never know. I'm not saying it's going to dump, and it might continue to rip. Don't be upset. Look, there it goes. It should continue to rip the way the market's looking today. Everything looks pretty bullish to me. Why did I sell then? I don't know, just to take some profits off for the day. Make sure I locked it in. That's all. Look at that. This thing usually I do sell early too. That thing could rip. For me, I feel like it did a pretty good job of breaking out the flag, and it is the NASDAQ, so been pumping for, 2 hours straight. Yeah, talk about fasting and protection. Well, what I wanted to talk about too is, salt, right? Kosher salt. See this U here? If you look at everything that you buy at the store, okay? See that little tiny U right there? That means it's kosher, okay? That means it's there's a group of people, a Jewish organization that goes over all the food and decides whether it can be kosher or not by how it's made, how it's produced. And you can change the way you make your food and they'll give you the U. I think you even have to pay a tax. There's a kosher tax on it. I could be wrong, but I think you have to pay to get the U put on your food. Look at this Baidea ground pepper. If you look here, there's a U, all right? That means it's kosher. You technically do want to buy kosher things because it's, in a way, it says, hey, it should be a little safer. So that's kind of an underground thing that, I think companies have to pay for that, or you have to look it up. But it's kind of a, there's so much about it you can find out. It's pretty interesting. But that just, I don't know. Most people probably, how many people know that? How many people know what I just showed you? That you have these little K's and U's and what they mean at the store. I learned this, 15 or 17 years ago, or I was 25. I'm not putting you down if you're my age and you don't know it. And maybe everybody here knows it. Everyone's like, dude, we all know that, dude. Right? Exactly. A U or a K, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back into BTC. Nice pump for Bitcoin, starting to really show off its muscles here. And we already were here before, but they wanted a deeper wick for whatever reason, really touched that 21. And now we're getting the pump now. Now things are starting to come to fruition. Now we're up 300 here, 400, and now the day's really started to turn into a day. You know what I mean? We could, you make 2 to 3 grand a day. That can add up to somewhere between 5 and 10, maybe even 15 grand a month if it goes a week, if it goes right. A really good week could be 15 grand. A regular week could be 5 grand. But if you're pulling in 1 to 2 grand a day, on trades like this, you can survive, man. You can make some pretty big money. Okay. You make 20 to 40 grand a month off leverage trading, just your leverage trading, never mind when you have a bull market. So that's what I want people to realize. In a bull market, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions. And then you can go through the years when we're not in a massive bull market and you can still just, aim to make, so you start, can I make $100 a day? I remember when I learned how to make $100 a day, and it took me a long time. I did $100. Actually, I started trading demo. I started trading spot. I traded spot for years. And then I started trading leverage probably 3.5 years ago, exclusively. It was, I didn't trade it for a long time. I didn't have the skills for leverage. It bugged me out. I would always kind of. So what we're doing here is, again, we're tackling the model that I teach you every time. The 21 and the 200. I'm telling you how everything moves off the 21 and the 200. No matter what it is. It's all connected here. Everything. Everything. So another beautiful day here in trade land for BTC. Yeah. Exactly. And I never knew about the U. Yeah. I'm a chef and I never knew about the U. See, look. So people learn something every single day, man. Yeah. Sammy, have the kosher. Joe Biden. So crazy, man. Dude, 60. I just looked and I saw 8 on the charts here. And again, we're getting into that red zone that we talked about, right? We're going to go into the red. Now, sometimes when this red happens, more red will... Because what people do is they're going to pump money behind their... So they're in cross. They got 10 grand in the account. They see this happen, they pump another 20 grand. And what that happens is it opens up more liquidations. So what we want to see is we want to see us clip into the red, and then we want to see bling, bling. We want to see more red pop above us. You can kind of see it beginning to form now already. It's there. Look, I'm going to zoom in for you. You can see, I mean, it's there. Look at this. We got some liquidity above us, baby. All the way to 74.5, 73,500. It's there. So we know it's there. We just need to get to it, baby. And the crossroads is this bigger red here at 70,000. Okay. So that, my friends, is the skinny. And this is how I kind of figure out where we're going and what we're doing on a daily basis here. All right. We just need to go. We just need to get to it, baby. Yeah, other people use BOOKMAP differently than me. I always see it kind of a lot more like, just like you said, messy. Yeah. Exactly. My BOOKMAP, yeah, exactly. We just need to get it, baby. Just need to make $5 to regain my losses from yesterday. I like that. So, you start small. So that's why I tell everyone right here on Futures on Weeks, they got demo trading. You start demo trading. You start small. You see if you can follow my trades. You can see if you can, because sometimes the trade goes one way. Then I'm like, oh, I got stopped out. I moved it to break even. And you're like, damn, this guy just went in, moved to break even, flipped the short, took the money, got back in a lot. And you're going to be like, dude, some days it's like that, man. Trading has been really volatile to really take a handle of the market. It hasn't been perfect. It's been, it's been an awesome journey, to be honest. It's been funner than ever. When I look at it now, I'm like, trading's been actually a lot of fun. Do you want it to be handed to you? Like riding a bull, you want it to be easy? It's got to be a challenge, man. No man wants to live a life with no challenge. And let's talk. Someone says, do you think quantum computing will render cryptocurrency a thing of the past? The quantum computing makes the blockchain extremely vulnerable. I made a post about this already on X. I came to this conclusion for everybody yesterday. It made a lot of sense to me. Here it goes, all right? I'm going to say it. Quantum computing isn't just coming for Bitcoin. It's coming for the entire world. Stop panicking about quantum breaking Bitcoin. That's not the scary part. The scary part is everything that breaks before it even touches your wallet. Think about it. Your bank's entire database, the Swiss global money rail, the New York stock trading floor, every military satellite link, nuclear command codes, all of it instantly obsolete. Every single encrypted site on Earth goes dark. Your online brokerage exposed. Your government's deepest secrets wide open. If quantum can crack a Bitcoin seed phrase, it can crack everything that keeps modern life running. Bitcoin isn't falling alone. By the time that threat actually arrives, your portfolio will be the last thing on anyone's mind. The real question will be, is civilization still standing? So, yeah, I just, to me, I don't take this stuff seriously. Yeah. I mean, I listen to it. Don't get me wrong. I plan for the future, but I believe that Bitcoin will become quantum resistant at the right time. All right. We did get this tweet. Trump teases Iran way, and I think Iran said nil to that. It's funny. I have this tweet here. I don't, Bitcoin holders right now. Funny. Well, I thought I had some news here. I did, but I guess I didn't. But it was just saying, Iran's like, no, we're hard. But, Trump did tweet this. Iran's new regime, much less radicalized, far more intelligent, has just asked the United States for America for a ceasefire. We will consider when Hormuz Strait is open, free and clear. Until then, we are blasting Iran into oblivion, or they say, back to the Stone Ages. President DJT. Crazy, man. I like this. That's when I was minding until that last second. Take care, buddy, man. I got a lot of people going, man. No, man, I don't change, man. I'm pretty stubborn in my ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask my wife. She'll tell you. So we trade the same thing every single day. We don't want to see a right shoulder. We want to see this plow. It's very important in the next, I'd say 4 hours or less than that, 2 to 4 hours, we get a 1 hour candle to close above 69,000. That's going to give you the confirmation that you're looking for. All right. AI and bots are taking over, and they will use Bitcoin for a store of value. I know. I'm pretty sure you're right. It's going to be all about Bitcoin. Come on, guys. Yeah. It's an Aries thing. I'm the same way, right? Just like very stuck in your, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's not going to, we're just not going to make that change. Not going to do it. We're just not going to do it. Not going to do it. This would be like the worst, best case scenario. Like we would just like muddle around all day and Bitcoin's not going to win. And I should sell it all and walk right off into the sun. See it. You know what I mean? My gold trade's doing great. Really doesn't stress me. I can move my stop loss to break even there on gold. This Bitcoin trade ain't doing bad. I could take this one off the table because it's high risk. Let's just move my stop to break even. Or even just like right there. Keep the risk low. I like Mexi. You can hover, see what you're about to lose. Yeah, so I could only lose what I made earlier today, 537. Yeah, going for 5,000, right? He's such a beautiful trade, man. Just we're getting the pump again here. Back up $500 in the trade. This is Mexi. I love Mexi. Been trading Mexi for years, on and off. But I love Weeks too as well. It's a great alternative if you need it. All right. It's like this, they're like the brother-sister exchanges. Haters hate themselves. I clearly meant Bitcoin. I just like to call it the mean. I don't know what people are saying. Ollie, we love you, man. That's half a change. That's a heck of a change. Hey, I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. And shout out to the fan funding. Shout out to Marcus sending 10 gifted memberships to the lifers. We appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. All right, we're at 11:30, and now we're going to do that $100, bro, for the people. We definitely got to 500. If we get to 1,000 likes, we'll do it again. We'll give it to another person. We'll do 200. All right. So, all right, what do we do here? We're going to do something interesting. Is it like salt and pepper? Is it... I could grab something off my desk and hold it in my hand. All right. I grab something off my desk. I have it in my hand. What is it? What is it? What is in my hand? I grabbed it off my desk. What is it? What is it? What is it? Labrador, I almost know. I mean, that guy knows me well. Someone wrote condom. You guys are crazy. Silver, crystal, opal rock, no. Paperclip, no. Pencil. Letter opener, something, yeah. Lemon paperweight, no. Mirror. Ballpoint pen, magnet, no. Rubber, no. This is interesting. Ginger, platinum. A finger? What the? A knife? No. I do have a nice, but you don't want to put that out here on the street. Yeah. Mini Lambo, that would be cool. Ginger, no. Car keys, no. Leather, rosemary, no. Paperclip, rabbit foot, wow. No. Nothing. Someone's going to get it. Someone's going to get it. I should give a hint. Ooh, someone just said something here that has something to do with it. Here's your hint. Something just said something here that had something to do with it. Somewhere in here. Someone said something here that had something to do with it. All right. That's your hint. That's your hint. That's your hint. That's your hint. Someone else just said something here that had something to do with it. Okay. That's your hint. Oh, my man. Oh. We got this guy here. Afra Peach Cigar Cutter. All right. cigar cutter. Nailed it. All right. I think other people wrote it too, but I just wanted to give like, also I've never seen this dude's name. He's new on the channel. So after Perch, how we do this is you email us from this email and say, hey, I won the, you know, from this specific email. So we know it's you. Okay. And yeah. And you get $100, or if you want to be in the group for a month, you know, whatever you'd like, you let us know. All right. But jump on in today. Thank you so much. Everyone, that was awesome. It was a cigar cutter. It was a cigar cutter. And I figured I'd give a little bit of a, but that was good. I mean, you had to pay attention. You had to see what was written in the chart. You had to kind of really get at it. I think that was genius. Really good time. We're getting the pump, folks. It looks like Sammy could clean it up today. So we're already up $800 in the day. We're up another $900 here. It's a $2,000 day, and then we're up another $185 here. If I just close all my trades, it's a $2,000 day right now, which ain't bad, right? I already kind of did the do. Ain't bad, but it looks like it's really starting to break out here and go for more. At about 69,360, we will have probably some resistance. And you can see we're building more liquidity now above us here. I wouldn't be surprised if it starts sliding on in. So things looking pretty good here as we're opening up. Shout out to all my traders that started with me this morning in the trading group. We kind of start in the trading group. We blend in. I do the update. We then start doing what we do. I might make one of the first 2 trades of the day. We start cooking, and then we move into the live stream. And then the live stream, we really start motivating. We really start cooking. We really start going. Let's take a look at that poll. We did run a poll, right? And I want to see what people are thinking about that 4-year cycle. Let's take a look here. What do you people think about the 4 years? Let's take a look. Okay. So people, 48%, yes. Do you think the 4-year cycle is over? So most people say no. Most people think we're still in the 4-year cycle. We're going to go to 45, maybe 30K, right? And that's it. Yeah, still short until 55,000. Is there a reason PIPPIN is flying like that? PIPPIN just has, people like it. I think it gets pumped and dumped by some different groups. So I don't know what goes on, honestly. I don't know. But it just tends to move a lot. Also, altcoins are looking pretty interesting. PIPPIN just out of control. Look at that. And thank you so much, everyone, for hitting that like button and continuing. Didn't look good, too, to me. It was in a bear flag pump, came back down, then ripped above the 200. Cool thing about PIPPIN is you don't have to chase now. You just flag out the 15-minute time frame, and it looks like if the 15-minute makes a nice flag here, you probably have yourself a positional chance, you know. So, and I got my work cut out for me, man, because now I got to be in the charts, not just in Bitcoin, but in the altcoins all day long, and that really changes the group. And we have a lot coming at you in the next month too. So STO has been ripping and looks to break. Yeah, yep. Some alts are not in a 4-year cycle. Some alts are in just like whatever zone, right? Like they need to recover. My wife's on a 4-year. Oh, that's funny. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you should talk about your wife publicly. That may not be the best move. Nah, but I hope everything's okay. That means you have a baby every 4 years. Bitcoin, you know, it keeps hitting that 800 level. We really want to see it continue and get that pump. I'll wait for this candle to close, do my due diligence here as we continue to go through the motions. Any new coins on the radar? Remember, I was looking at this PERLE Kiv.ai. Small market cap. Interesting, though. 28 million, 26 million. Wow, the summer will be here so soon, folks. It's coming so fast. I'm so excited for the summer. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be blessed. We can trade on the beach all day long, baby, with our iPads. And pull in that vitamin D, man. I'll teach you how to trade outside all day. I'll do some outdoor streams. I'm feeling like I'm going to change it up a little bit this summer, have some fun. So looking to get Starlink, too, on the back end so I can trade anywhere at any time and do anything, you know, which is kind of cool. So I had the same brown couch from the living room video. I bought that thing, I think it was an Ashley. It was like 700. No, not even. It was something like it was like, those were $600 for the couch and the love seat or something. It was like stuffed with cotton. Like it was like, you know, like the stuff that in those animals at the fair, like that. It was like the cheapest stuff you ever seen. Get a camper and truck and stream around the country. I've thought about that too for years. Getting a camper van, like a real night, and just going along with my wife all over the place, seeing the world together, right? I'm following this move here on the 1 hour with the pump, but I still see I could go shoulder right. I've seen it all. Not at all, but I've seen a lot, and anything could happen. All right. You know what's crazy too? The people, I think about the guy that write that comment. I actually kind of love it. It's actually amazing because it's like, when you think about it, it's like he loves me. Like he's obsessed about me. He spends a day writing so much for me. Like he boosts the algorithm. He gives me attention. He follows me on X, right? So he can write these things. It's amazing. It's actually, it's funny to me. I don't know. I just, yeah, I got the same couch from Ashley. That's interesting. Maybe it was Ashley. Yeah. Bitcoin is just buyers and sellers. You guys trade in a worthless. You guys, man, it's going to. Shout out to Catfish. That's funny, man. But we got kids here on the stream too. Be careful with your language, what you're saying, man. He secretly loves. Oh yeah, obsessed, man. People would hang out with me in a second, right? Like, oh man, I've come to dinner. Haters make you more money than most. Yeah, you know what's funny? It's true, right? Getting a Harley stream from diners, that'd be cool. Like, here I am on my next diner. I had a Harley. I had a Harley for about 8 years. I loved it. It was my baby, man. Yeah. 2014 to about 2022. Yeah, I sold it about 6 years ago. Four, exactly. Yeah, I sold it 4 years ago. That makes sense. And if you're new coming in, we're just seeing more movement here in the Strait of Hormuz. So far, things are looking pretty good. So, we'll see. Bitcoin's holding 68,700. We have a bigger liquidation above us. Gold is pumping. Things are looking good. Can we get the continuation? PIPPIN is ripping. You almost need to look at it on a smaller time frame to get any sense of what's happening here for PIPPIN. Looks like it's loading up here on the one. I would not trade it. Why? I'm not ready yet. I'm just not ready yet to get, I get risky enough trading Bitcoin. Travel around the RC with the family while streaming. I know, it'd be so sick. What's the best time for crypto trading? For crypto trading, that's how you know them. How does the brain do that? What's the best time for crypto trading? I like 10 to 12. It's really good. I like 7 in the morning. I like Monday nights, Tuesday nights, and Wednesday nights. After 6 or 7 p.m., we usually get a pretty good follow-through move. Those are really opportune times. Yeah. Everyone, we have 624 likes. If we get 1,000 likes, we have 1,011 people. We're going to give $100 to another lucky subscriber. So jump on in. Let me know. Hit the like button if you want to get down. And we'll have some fun. All right? This is cool. I like doing this. I like helping people. Every time I give, it comes back to me. You open up the hand, you give, you tell yourself that I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep grinding. God's going to keep me healthy. Life is going to keep going. And so I'm going to stay blessed that I know that. And because of that, I'm going to continue to create and help and channel good energy around the world. You can entrepreneur, you can push yourself, you can do anything you believe you can do. You really can, folks. Just keep pushing. NASDAQ's still looking healthy here. It's in a channel. Oh yeah, let me take a look at the NASDAQ for you and the S&P. Mini futures here on the nasty NAS. Wow, I mean, it looks like you should long it right now. It says it's going to pump beautifully here on an inverted head and shoulder on the 1 minute time frame. That looks like it's going to just absolutely take off. Could be a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. It could also stomp out, you never know, but that looks good to me. I could see the NASDAQ taking a rip to 24,390, meaning like some big news is about to come out. And the Bitcoin, everything's just like in the next 10 minutes, we're about to get a massive pump. That's what the charts are telling me. I could be wrong, but it seems like that's what the charts are saying. Big pump coming, right? I would love to send you some cool Caribbean stuff. That's awesome. Sam, get a P.O. box so we can send you gifts, brother. You know, I had a P.O. box for years. I did, but I'll get another one today. It's right near my house. I can get one. I think I can get one at UPS, can't you? I feel like they have things there. But yeah, this NASDAQ looks like it's ripping, and if that rips, it looks like everything else, because it's the dollar here. And yeah, here we are with Bitcoin back at that door. It's a $100,000 trade here for Bitcoin. It's 8,500 in at 13x leverage. Okay. Lower leverage, more money is all I say. And this is a $40,000 trade. So I'm in $140,000 trades for Bitcoin. P.O. Box opening stream would be fire. I'll do that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah. Bitcoin's about to pop. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like what Bitcoin doing. You know, here's a flag here for Bitcoin too. Let's look at the 1 minute. 1 minute looks like it's doing its due diligence. So I see stuff like this, and it makes me want to scalp it. And what I like about weeks is I could run a scalp while I have the other trade cooking. Isn't that cool? A little high risk because I got to be 2 to 1, which is sketch. But man, that thing looks like it's going to break out. We're above the 200, touch of the 21. Remember this. I keep saying it over and over again. I sound like a broken record for a reason, folks. I'm repetitive for a reason. I'm completely disciplined for a reason. Every single day, over and over again, we do not stop. It hurts your ears sometimes, but you got to keep going. The Sam Price show never ends in your brain. What would Sammy do? When you look at the chart, what would Sammy do, right? I always think, what would you do? What would the lifers do, you know? I know my lifers know what to do. Someone said silver is looking good. Let's take a look at silver. Silver and gold, silver and gold. This is up 93%. I mean, that's one of the better trades I've made on gold in a long time, percentage-wise. What a call. What a call. What a call. What a call. And yeah, I waited a long time when gold was playing games, too. I'm not saying it's a huge trade. I just fine-tune believing in my entries almost. The money will get bigger, and sometimes is bigger. And, you know, look, this is a $10,000 trade. This is a $100,000. I'm far more comfortable trading Bitcoin than gold, as you can clearly see. Gold's also very small, so if gold makes a tiny move, I lose a lot more. Bitcoin is huge. It's in the thousands. That's why I love trading Bitcoin. It's $68,000. You get it? There's no other asset that it has such a good spread. Don't you get it? Like, when people trade altcoins, I'm looking at them like, what do you mean? Like, you're losing the edge that Bitcoin gave you. Like, Bitcoin has such an edge to trade. So if you're in my trading group, you're going to learn when to trade, okay? Which meaning the timings of the markets, like when the actual markets overlap, Asia to London to the United States. You're going to understand why we trade certain days and certain nights. We know when the best times to trade are because I've been trading for years every single day, and my brain now has figured it out. You know, first year you trade every day. It's kind of like the second year, by the third year, by the fourth year, your brain's like, oh, I remember this happens every Monday. This happens every Tuesday. This happens, you know. You start recognizing the patterns because you live in the pattern. So your brain becomes very good at identifying the pattern. This becomes part of your process. That's why generating these movements in the brain is how you become good at trading. It's really not even trading. It's mind manipulation. You want to manipulate the mind to win. You want to keep telling yourself that the mind can win. Look, so this would take me to 69,352. And so you seem to be loading up here, Sam, but it looks good. It'll look good. 68,566. Wow, that looks like it's going to rip. 230 for 500, right? Just try to snatch another 500 off. Let's see if this becomes the wick of wicks right here. You buy that right now, or is it done? It should pump. The 21 looks good. You're above the 200, but you never know. Nothing is guaranteed in trading. Always have a stop loss. Always believe it's not going to go the way you've backtested it. Even if it does it 100 times, it could be the last time it doesn't do it at 101. Remember, nobody is 100% in trading. If you were 100%, I'd be watching you. I love that saying, but it's true, right? And you're like, well, why am I watching you then, Sam? Well, because a lot of people say I'm at least the best that you can get besides being 100%. They know I'm not 100%, but you can learn a lot. I learned a lot from being in the charts 2 hours every day at the same time. You get a lot of information when you're consistent. Showing up at the same time and doing the same tasks will create some type of discipline in your life. That's another cool thing. And discipline is needed in trading. Yeah. Fake cash grab quick is coming before the actual pump. Could be. You want to see this bounce here now off the bottom of the trend. That would be the perfect buy right there. Like the world's perfect buy. I like sitting between long and short. Price action just flat. Wow, that candle was crazy. You see, it just ended up like, ooh, there we go. I'm taking the scalp too. Why not? Let's load up, right? Hey, Sam, I'm sick and tired of all this pump and dump boo. Hey. This is the best thing that ever happened to us. He said, of all the TA guys I watch, you seem to have the most consistent win-to-loss ratio, and a lot of them only go live when profitable already. I see that a lot, yeah. It's you want to do it. Like, you know, it's kind of like, because it feels good when you're up and no one can say anything. You took the risk. I hear a voice call my name all the time. Like, just open a huge trade, see what happens, and then just like when you're up, you get to show, you know, it's like, don't show the loss, but show the win, you know what I mean? It's like, but you gotta show people the realness of it, right? I've been very committed to being transparent because I just want to have fun with you guys, and I want to meet you people in real life and be, you know, I've spent so much time with my trading group that you guys are people I'm really going to actually invest time. People pick me up from the airport. I go to lunch, go to dinner. My friends are the people that I've met on the group. People are going to take me. I go out on a boat this weekend with my other family that I know. Shout out to Mario and Mindy. We love you guys. We miss you so much. We really do. Like, I'm so looking forward to another day just relaxing. You know. He says, when I lose, my losses add up and become big. When I win, I close the position very quickly because you're so used to losing that when you're up big, you think that'll be the last time you ever win. So what you want to do is you want to close the losses quickly, and then you'll close the wins quickly. Eventually, you'll get better at letting the wins run. This all takes time, everybody. Everything I do took time. It's not an overnight switch that you just start hitting it. And you still got to watch it every single day. And nothing is easy. You know what I'm saying? And the greed will call your name every time. Oh, you could make a little more. I could be in the trade a little more. You got to start being, what I learned is when I humbled up, I was able to become far more profitable. You know, when I just said, okay, you know what? Go 500 for 15 and instead of going $3,000 for $9,000, you know? Because 3 losses at $3,000 for $9,000 is $9,000 down. And even I can handle it, but it's not fun. Like, why be $9,000 down? Like, I don't personally like to lose money. I'm not into it. So I like to trade where the risks, like, look, I just took this scalp. Why didn't I go 1,000 for 10,000 and make big money on the scalp, right? Huge pump for Bitcoin, exactly what we're looking for. All right, now we got the bigger move for the day. I mean, that was exactly what was supposed to happen. Let's get this wick now and continue. Don't give it right back. Like, that's just crazy. Come on. Some whale just sold the exact top move there. That's how you make 91 bucks really fast, though, right? Definitely start shaving the stop loss a little bit. This candle starts to rip up, and it breaks this candle. I'm going to move my stop loss to break even, man. Like, very fast on the scalp. Don't let the scalp take care of, you know. Then you lose 400 on a scalp when when you're up, let's say 1,000 on the bigger trade. That's annoying. I've done it all. I understand it, you know. Look, this trade's up 600 now. It's a pretty big trade. It's nice, you know. I can move this stop loss to break even. You know, yeah, I want to make $2,000. But I take this trade off the table now, and out to the 800, I'm up 14, you know. And it's pretty far for the 21. You take a look at the 1 minute. Is the 1 minute getting squeezed? No, the 1 minute just got a little pump. We're still okay here. 5 minute looks okay, like it could be some continuation. 15 minute is in a flag that is breaking out. So it's telling you just sit tight, let this trade cook. You know, don't take it too early here. So combined trades now, what? That's about 300. And that's about 1,100, right? So 1,300 now, added to the 800 that we already took. It ain't a bad day. 2,100 bucks. I'll take it, right? Again, it's nothing has been solidified there, but stop losses have been moved to break even. We were trading the NASDAQ that actually continued up. I would have been able to stay in that trade too. I thought everything was going to pump, so I should have just stayed in everything, but whatever. No, don't say should have. I'm grateful for the win that I had, and that's it. There's nothing else. There's no other affirmation I'm going to take from that. I'm grateful for the win that I had, but dang, it probably would have made a couple racks on that one too. But hey, if I got you in the right direction, that's all that matters. So wow, I like what I'm seeing here on the trades, and I keep the group updated on what happens here on all these, and we go from there. But I want to see continuation pumps here. And again, I got into a lot of these trades live. I showed you kind of what I've been doing. And yeah, this is Bitcoin Live Trading with Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer, every single day, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. We did a monthly candle close last night too as well. Someone's asking me if I'm going to stream Trump. I usually do not do that. I mean, it's late. I like to spend like 7 to 8:30 to 9, 7 to 9 with my kids, man. It's like a really fun time. And then I help them go to bed. I brush one, help my 5-year-old brush her teeth, make sure she's doing it, gets clean. Stuff like that. So, you the man, Lifer, thank you so much. Is that trade to 72? It is, yeah, if it can go. Yep. I usually sell a little early. You can see I'm up big. Like if we get halfway there, I'm going to be up like $2-3 grand. So then I'm going to be up $4 grand on the day. I might call it. I might call it there. So, by the way, I'm Andrea. I don't know why it doesn't come up with a screen. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sam, are you going to watch the moon mission launch today? That's pretty cool, right? That sounds awesome. And then on a full moon tonight, and Bitcoin loves to pump on the full moon, which is crazy. So we have a full moon tonight, everybody. It's April Fool's Day. Pretty interesting. Thank you, Lifer. I appreciate all the knowledge you were sharing. Yep. Any chance you could take a brief look at Apple? My father trades it, and I'll tell him a clip of what you're talking about. His name is Robert. Okay, that's a nice way. You did that so nicely and classy, so why not? Apple Inc. Let's take a look at Apple. So whenever I look at a coin or asset or security, I look at the chart big. I double click it so I can see it all, and I go to the monthly chart. Last time I talked about Apple, I said I saw it going parabolic out of this rising wedge. Looks like it broke down, wicked, went after liquidity, right? Shot, and then it did start to pump. I said I saw 335, and it's almost there now at 255, but we'll see. So Apple's been in a constant uptrend. It's like the S&P. If they continue to print money, Apple continues to go up, right? Apple's been on just a complete uptrend since 2003. Like, it just doesn't stop. Like, what a stock to own, huh? Getting it at $78, and now you've quadrupled your money in 10 years. 12 years. 16 years. Wow. 13 years. I can't believe it's 2026. Bitcoin at 68,900, looking great. The monthly is, as far as they continue to print money, I believe it'll get absorbed into the NASDAQ and the S&P. So I think people are stressed about what could happen, and they're at the tip of AI too. Like, how does Apple not benefit from AI? So I think AI is going to create a gap in the companies that are already gapped. And so normally I would say this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. This is likely going to start to break down somewhere to 122. I see heavy money printing coming. I see AI generation, and I just see a bigger move here and a bigger market share for Apple. They've also got into the entertainment industry recently, right? In the last last 5 to 7 years, they've really expanded into more of like a Netflix type of watching. And so they're making content now as well, which changes the whole process. So I see it kind of consolidating on the 2E, likely eventually breaking out and headed towards its first term target here of about 409 by February of 2028. And what we can reconvene from there, that's pretty far out. We look at the daily time frame, and the daily's bouncing off the 200 moving average. You can see today that the NASDAQ, Bitcoin, and all these assets are moving, and it looks like the dollar is struggling a little bit. We also heard the dollar's getting attacked because they want to take yuan at the Strait of Hormuz instead of the petro. That's changing dollar dominance in the dynamic internationally, propelling other things to look a little more appealing as well. And so, yeah, I mean, I could see Apple either just kind of range bound for the next 2 years between about 250 and 279, and then a bigger breakout coming over time and headed up. But that's my Apple analysis for Apple. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate that. Let me take a look if I'm missing any super chats and the fan funding. God bless. No, thank you so much. No super chats lately. They've been dry as a bone the last 2 days. It's okay. It doesn't mind. No worries. Bigger market share, but make money. Such a trip to watch them print into the oblivion. It's true. And shout out to all the top fans today. We appreciate you. Shout out to the top 10 Crypto Weirdo Broski, Servando, Jake from Reddit, Symphony 858 TM Hustling, Fib Sniper, Irishman, Eric Live, Reliable J, and The Real Don D. We love you all. We thank you so much for constantly supporting the channel, being here, and hanging out with the lifer. It's awesome. We deserve, you guys deserve the best, and I hope we give you guys the best every single day here on the channel. So, another wick. Can we get a continuation? A massive green candle on the 1 hour time frame. I'm expecting it. Let's go. Don't give it all back. Let's get the continuation pump here for Bitcoin. Last check, we're at about 587, 461, 70, and 227. All right, folks, that ends the channel today. That ends the channel today. April Fools. That ends the channel today, the show today. But we'll be back tomorrow. I don't even like I get the heebie-jeebies. That ends the show today. Reverse, that never happened. That ends the show today, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. I appreciate everyone that came in and participated. We got up to 680 likes. We did not get to 1,000 likes. If we did, I would give another $1,000 away. For some reason, we got 400 people that just feel the like button does not apply to them. But I love you, and I appreciate you anyway. I think one day you will hit that like button, and maybe, just maybe, you'll start giving that love away. But I guess you're keeping it close today. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for being here with the Crypto Lifer. My name is Sam Price. I'll be back tomorrow for another awesome, amazing, consistent, positive, and God-filled live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you, dear Lord, for this beautiful live stream. Kept the internet going. Thank you for the slot here on Google, YouTube, for getting the position here. Over 100,000 subs. Thank you for the algorithm treating me well, and thank you for every single one of you showing up every single day, and thank you for my tireless community that supports and loves me. Without you guys, I'd be nowhere. I'll see you everyone tomorrow. I thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you. Crypto Lifer over and out. God bless.